You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll certainly wonder why you watch a semi-useless show. Let's go.
Alright, everybody. Welcome to another edition of a semi-useless show, episode number 15. And I don't know if you guys heard that on your end, but it sounded like we had technical difficulties with the sound right away.
Really?
A little bit of,
it did sound like that a little bit.
yeah, a little bit of, yeah. Alright, well, we'll know when we rewatch it if it sounded good. But, as usual today we'll have some one-up headlines.
Ooh, wait a minute.
What's
I've
that?
never done this before.
Nice. You should have waited to say that was your name.
Oh, that would have been... No, then it would have been... My name would have been
Couldn't have held
Diarrhea. Oh!
Nice.
Oh!
Okay, so we have, we're going to have, a couple stories to talk about, a game of the week, some talking points, and that's really about it for the show today. And so, yeah, that's it. Next show. No.
Show number 16.
So, yeah, this is show
2
number
years away
15.
from being legal.
We're broadcast live every Tuesday at 7:30, and you can go check out our website in the description below, some of our True Brew Reviews, all that good stuff. I'm your host, Jim. Right over here we have Bill.
I'm Pee-wee Holiday.
Nice. And next to him we have Sam.
I'm Schmo.
Hey, Schmo. How goes it?
Just taking over Schmo now.
Yeah,
Are you
now you're
frozen
Schmo. Now we can't even have Schmoes. I was supposed
You're
to say,
Schmo.
hey, I wanted to say, instead of hey everybody, I wanted to say hey Schmoes at the beginning, but I screwed it up already.
What's up, Schmoes?
And next to him we have one real Schmo. It's his name's Wop. Hey Wop, how your day go? Oh, pretty
like mine
sounded a
so
little
far.
bit wet there.
Yep.
All right, so let's get right into some of these one-up headlines, and we'll have Sam go first for once. Or wait, do you have one or two?
One.
We'll let Bill go first.
Okay. Ready?
Yep, one-up headlines.
There it is. Who pon farted?
Who pon farted?
Who pon farted?
Say it one more time.
And
Who pon farted?
Who pon farted?
No, who?
Who pon farted?
Like Doctor Who.
Okay.
Who pon farted?
Okay. Sam?
you're in trouble now. Like urine. You're in trouble now.
With a U.
Yeah.
Right.
With a capital U like urine.
Yeah. For future reference, you're never gonna win something if you have to explain it.
You had to repeat
Like
his 10
urine.
times.
Like urine. Urine.
You had to
man.
repeat his 10 times though, so this should count towards
Yeah,
something.
his so far it's a tie of being very bad.
Yeah. You're in
Really,
the running.
Tiebreaker.
You're in the running to lose.
Yeah. What's yours, Bill?
My second one
Yes.
is all sod doesn't stink, but does make green.
All right. Make green.
How's it going, everybody?
The winner
Is that all of them?
is,
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that would.
Yeah.
and the winner is, boy dies from uppercut from Batman. That's the winning story.
You're right.
All
You're right.
right.
That wins.
Yes, uppercut from Batman.
Wins
I'll
every
tell it
time.
real quick. Get it out of the way.
Okay.
Some kid was, dying of cancer, and I guess in the newspaper they were asking what he wanted it to say in there, before he died, and he said he wanted it to say he died from an uppercut from Batman. So that's actually what it says in the newspaper. I think that's pretty funny, pretty clever,
Nice.
and but somebody died, so it's not too funny.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of positive though because like he got his wish.
Yeah, he got what he
Yep.
wanted for sure.
Exactly.
He wanted to be funny, I think. How old was he?
I'm not sure. Let's say 12.
Sure, okay, he's
12
old enough
sounds
for a
about
sense
right.
of
I think
humor.
it was 12 or 13.
Yeah, he's
All
doing
right,
it to be funny, so we should laugh at it.
Let's move on to the sod on,
Just for the record,
or whatever it is.
I got
Yeah,
a
we-
request.
What?
I got a request.
What's that?
When my obituary comes out,
Uh-huh.
it has to say millionaire Bill Ward dies from Robin Leach.
Nice. That's awesome.
No, not good.
From Robin
Not
Leach.
really.
How
Nothing's
about,
gonna beat a Batman uppercut. That's what I'm gonna say.
well, you could, though. Like, you could do a Superman uppercut.
One up to.
That is true. Superman
Yeah.
is better than Batman in many ways.
Right.
Inarguable.
Except for he's not cooler. That's the only thing.
I
And
don't
he's
know
not
about
as marketable. He's not cooler, and he's not as marketable.
Yeah, but
Superman isn't.
Superman could go back in time and buy the trademark from Batman, and then
Right.
Yep, Batman could be.
Or
just
he
as
could just be
marketable as
Batman. He could just
Bill
make himself Superman and Batman at the same time.
He could.
Super Batman. All day.
I'm sure it's happened. It's had to have
Oh, I
happened.
know.
There's a comic book nerd out there somewhere.
I don't know. I might make that up. Super Batman. All right, let's get to your Saddam Hussein story or whatever.
Yeah.
Grass green.
All sod doesn't stink, but does make green. It's funny you said that because
Jimmy's was more funny. Like,
you don't even know the real story yet. What are you laughing at? It only makes sense because it really is a dude named Al-Sad.
No way.
I swear to God.
Oh, nice.
Sam is coughing so hard he had to mute his mic.
I know.
The whole guy's name, he is, what is he? He's the king of one of those dirt places, sand places. Where is he from?
Sod King
Saudi
or something?
Arabia?
I didn't even
Saudi
write down
Arabia.
where he's from. Oh yeah, probably Saudi
Yes.
Arabia. Let's just say Saudi Arabia, just for the sake of
Saudi Arabia.
just for the sake of making
Oh.
it right.
Bill, you
His-
should have gave us that headline, and me and Sam would have killed it for you.
Just say Saudi Arabia.
He said Saudi
It's better than my
Arabia.
headline
Saddam
now.
Hussein.
Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
Yeah, Al-Sad doesn't stink. And here's the reason why. King,
Maybe it's Sudan.
huh?
Maybe it's Sudan. Sudan.
What about it?
So it kind of sounds
Just
like
keep going. Just keep going.
Saudi Arabia is better.
Sudan or something?
Yeah.
What happened, Sam?
Nothing. He was trying to make another Sod joke.
Is it Assad? Is it Assad the leader?
Nope, mic's on.
Yes.
Kinda.
So finish your Sod story.
All right. There's a king of Saudi Arabia, just for the sake of making you guys happy. His name is Salman bin Al-Abaziz Al-Saad.
Wow.
And what he decided to do, there was a former king that he ends up becoming the new king. So there's this transitional period, and he's worried about people revolting, or there's some sort of political standpoint that'll make it to where he'd be less popular. So he decides to just throw like a $23 million, was it million or billion? I didn't even write the number down. That was kind of important. He threw a lot of
Right.
money in. Hence
Probably
the
million.
Could be millions. But those guys
I
are
don't know.
so
It is
rich,
Saudi
though.
Arabia. You never know.
Yeah,
I know,
they're rich
but-
as hell.
I know,
I might
but
No,
have to look
yeah.
back up.
$23 billion.
Even the richest.
Right, that's essentially what he would be worth.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, if it was 23 billion, that would be craziness. Yeah, so it's got to be millions. And
I have
any
a
kind of
question
government
real
workers.
quick.
What's that?
When he made the offer, was he acting like the sod father and was like, I have an offer you can't refuse? Sod father.
I have a camel you can't refuse.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? There's a guy named Sodfather in Volusia County.
Yeah, I know.
Free promotion?
Yeah. He owes us $10.
He owes you $10.
There's not even any schmoes watching, so.
He owes you $10.
Schmoes.
Can't say that. If that would be allegedly. He owes you $10.
Allegedly, yeah.
So that was that story, and that's the end of that story. Because, well,
Alright.
he's throwing a party also, you know, and I would like to go, but you know I can't
Right.
Right.
Alright,
because I'm not Arabian.
Sam, your urine story?
You're in trouble now. The
Yeah.
only reason I chose is because of the guy's face. That's it.
Oh my.
What are you
He's
gonna?
pissed off. He's a homeless guy. Well, he's only
You gonna
24,
post
but
it?
he's homeless. What?
Are you posting it? Can we see this face that you're talking about?
It's up there. It's up there.
Yeah, it's up there.
I don't know. Oh, it is. Okay. Just all right. Got it.
He's only 24, but he's homeless. That's sad, but who gives a shit? Because he pissed all over a bunch of library books.
Oh, nice.
I just want. That's all. That's all. I just want to show his face, pretty much. That's the
You know,
reason why I
you
chose it.
don't-
But
You don't get fined for that. You only get Did he return them on time? That's all that really matters in the
no,
library.
he pissed in the library. On the books. So
Oh.
then he did
Because I shit on
$1,000.
library books before and didn't get any kind of penalty. But then another time I just returned them like a day late. And they charged me like $800.
$800.
That's how libraries work.
And by a
Late
day late,
books.
he means like 2.5 years.
Yes. More like I still have them.
You did get a really big bill one time, didn't you?
No, I never even had a library card, so. But I actually,
just stole
Allison,
That was
I think we have a
recent.
book. I think we have a book, and Allison, like, she tried to get a new card, and they're like, you owe us $380. And it was for like 2 books. But it is like 5 years.
Hey, if that homeless guy took a dump on the books, would it be the Dewey Decimal System?
Oh, yeah. The duty.
The Dewey Decimal System?
So
Yeah.
let's try to come up with like a better title, because like, you know, he's pissed on books and then he gets booked. But I didn't think of anything
Right,
funny.
right.
There's a lot of things that you could have probably
There's a
done.
lot of things I could have done, but I didn't. It's just like
No,
Yeah,
it works.
I would have said at library somebody unleashed Moby Dick. That's what I would have said.
Schmoby Dick.
Moby Dick, yeah. All
Somebody
right,
pissed in
Billy,
your secret garden.
what's your last headline?
I had another one? Oh, who pond farted?
Yeah, I still don't even know what you're saying. Like pawn,
It's
like pawn
all right,
stars.
here's the
or
thing.
Like pong.
It's
Like the
pond
game.
farted. It's really technical, and I'm not like a Trekkie or anything like that, but Leonard Nimoy was hospitalized, and he claims it might be due to his years of smoking and stuff like that. But I blame it on pond far, which is something that I really didn't even know what it was, but I kind of knew about
Right.
it. It's something to do with the Vulcan mating ritual, and you have to be like a Trekkie to know. So I wikied
Right.
it to try to appeal to the Trekkies, all million of them that ain't watching right now. How's it going?
Right, right.
And
What was it?
What it is, well, Leonard Nimoy was hospitalized, but I'm blaming it on Pon farr, which is a Trekkie thing, which is what happens is every 7 years, the Vulcans, I don't know if they go back to their planet or what, but like supposedly on the planet, like they have to find a mate, and they're like real aggressive, and if they don't have sex at the end of that 7 years, like when they go back to the planet to do it, they end up dying. So that's why I said he was hospitalized. It's a really big stretch for a joke, but
Well,
Trekkie would know.
Sure some Trekkie schmoes will
It was a big stretch for a bad joke too. That's
Yeah, it was
like
really
if you're
bad.
gonna stretch, you might as well
Yeah,
make it a good
it
one.
was a stretch.
Michael, basically just say one word, any one word you can think of in your head.
Is that how we do headlines with Michael now?
Yeah, that's all
Well,
he's
I-
got to do is think of one
I
word.
actually have a headline.
Oh, nice. There, yeah, do
All
that.
right.
Cause you
Why didn't
But
you
you-
ask him that first?
wait. Listen. Do you want to take the headline and possibly lose, or just say any one random word and win automatically? No, I'm just
That's how
messing.
bad it
All
was.
right, let's hear your headline.
So I don't have a picture to go with it. Obviously, the title of the headline would be Long Beach. I'm from Long Beach and Bedrock are in the house.
Long Beach and Bedrock are in the house.
Yep.
Trying to think of what that might be.
Either way, that wins. Before we don't need the story. Headline so far that wins.
We both would have lost.
Let's hear the
no matter
story.
what.
Dr. Dre was on the cover of AARP.
No way.
Yep. That's a true story.
Wow.
On the cover of what?
AARP, the Old People magazine.
Oh, AARP.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why
How
instead of
how
Long
old is
Beach
Dr.
and
Dre?
Compton.
Yes.
You have to be 55, I think, to be
55, yeah.
AARP. Yeah. I thought he was 50, early 50s. I didn't think he was quite that old, but yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I guess technically
So-
he's belongs.
It was.
Why is he on there still?
So the only thing that I could think of, the only justification I could think of other than just for the money is maybe he was trying to bring awareness to the benefits for older black people who feel they feel like it's not for black people and they don't get the benefits that it brings. That is the only justification minus just collecting money that I could think of.
You think they could just
I,
be like Morgan Freeman or something, but
I actually read this story, and I know what it is. Beats hearing aids. He's selling Beats hearing aids now.
You know, it
Even though
really
he sold
could
the
be.
company
He did sell the company?
to Apple. Yeah.
I thought he was
But I don't
still
know if-
involved. I thought
Yeah, I
he was
think he
still
is.
a part owner, just not the majority owner anymore, or something like that.
Right.
But it could be.
Well, they
a
own it. They just
ploy.
kept him on as a advisor or something.
Right. Because it could be just to bring the older crowd to it, towards Beats or something. That seems like a pretty big stretch.
Yeah.
But
They
it
could
And
was,
just
it's a
get
good
Cosby.
joke.
I was listening.
At least it's a good joke, though.
Yeah. And I was listening to
No.
Mike and Mike this morning, and they're like, can you imagine a bunch of 70-year-old people sitting around a retirement home and they get the AARP magazine and they're like, honey, who is this Dr. Dre? I have not seen
Right.
this
He's a
doctor
doctor,
before. Maybe we should go
Right.
see him.
Yeah. They're probably calling him for a proctology exam or something.
Right. Yeah.
That actually makes it even funnier that his
Right?
name's Doctor and he's on
Right.
the front. Oh man, that's funny.
Percy Miller took out an ad for an anti-inflammatory pill, and he decided to call it Master P.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
He's
He's in that magazine too. He took an ad out.
Nice.
Percy
Um,
Miller.
All right, so like I said, and the story was probably the best too for Michael's because that was pretty good.
Thank you.
I actually liked that one
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
didn't hear anything about that. That was
No, I
It-
thought I
shocking.
would have too.
It must have just happened today, the magazine might have came out yesterday.
Real quick, have you heard the uppercut from Batman story, Michael?
No.
Some kid was dying of cancer, so he told his family that in his
And Batman punched it out of
obituary
him.
that he wanted it to say that he died from a Batman uppercut.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
And they actually
All
printed
right.
it, yeah.
What's that?
And they actually printed it, is what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, it actually got printed in the newspaper. Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the game of the week.
Game of the week. Game of the week. Game of the week. Game of the week. Game of the week.
All right, so this week's game of the week is how much are these bastards worth? Oscars edition. So it has something to do with people that were involved with the Oscars. So let's see. We'll start with the order on the screen goes Billy, Michael, Sam, and then we'll just run through it opposite directions. So, all right. The first person is Michael Keaton. Billy.
20 mil.
20 mil. Michael?
9 mil.
9 mil. Sam?
15 mil.
15 mil. All right. The next one is Neil Patrick Harris, who was the host, a.k.a. Dookie Howser. Billy?
Did you say Duke?
Or no, sorry, Michael. Yeah, Dookie House. That was his name, right? The doctor? Dookie?
That's what you said.
I'm gonna go with 72 million.
72. Sam?
40 million.
3?
40.
40.
40, sorry. And Billy?
Dookie is worth 50 mil.
50?
Yep.
All right. Next is Lady Gaga, who did a performance there, if you didn't know. Sam?
40 million again.
40. Billy?
41 mil.
41. Michael?
I'll give you a little bit of wiggle room, Billy.
I was going to say.
41 mil.
43.
Wait, you said 41? What did you say, 40 million and one?
No. 40. I'll go 45.
Okay, 45.
What did Billy
More
actually say?
reasonable than
42?
What I did.
41.
41.
So it's
Yeah,
40,
try.
41, 45.
You
You
got
have
trapped.
like a $2 million span that you could win, Bill, on that one. All right. Ed Norton?
Ed Norton?
Edward Norton.
Yeah.
And this is
And we're back to the top.
to Billy. Yep.
Oh man, that's a hard one. That's very interesting.
Yes.
65 mil.
That's why I chose it. 65. Michael?
$78 million.
78 million. And Sam?
40 million.
Wait a second. You should have
Alright,
said
do you
40
think
for
one
Michael
from the
Keaton. You would have made
Honeymooners?
my day. What's that?
Did you say 40
Yeah.
or 4?
Yeah.
40.
40 again. He said 40 for
Oh,
three in a
okay.
row.
Alright.
Ethan Hawke. And this is to Michael. Mike.
I don't even know who he is.
Um,
18 million.
I'm trying to think of what would Billy know
Training.
Ethan Hawke from?
Training Day.
Training Day? Yeah.
He was the white guy from Training Day.
Yeah.
Sam?
Because the other guy, no.
What did 10 million?
10. And Billy.
What was Mike's answer?
Bill.
18.
18.
Aw, Jake just farted. Bastard. Right in the middle of the cast.
We can't
Between 8 and
smell it.
18? Yeah, I know. I was about to pause my
10 and
microphone to make
18.
it stink. I don't know how that was going to work.
Sam has 10.
Okay.
Mike has 18.
I'm going to go 15 mil.
15. You like boxing yourself in, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I
Alright.
thought I had an advantage for some reason.
I mean, if it's between 16.5 mil and 12.5 mil, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Or if it's 15 right on the money. That'd be
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So Michael Keaton is worth. I'm not gonna do a drum roll.
Birdman.
15 million. So Sam was right on the money.
Wow.
So he gets 2 points.
Oh, 15 million? I thought I did 40 million for that.
No, you
15
did it
million.
for the next three.
That's right. Oh, okay.
Dookie Howser is worth 35 million. So Sam gets that one too.
You know, it was funny. I was really torn on, well, the guy from Batman with Michael Keaton, because I wasn't
Right,
I
I
wasn't
know.
sure if they would take into this the account for this new movie, and I feel like the couple million he made on that movie is what threw me off.
Right.
What's the new movie?
Yeah, I'm not.
Birdman, where he essentially plays himself.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's right.
And I wonder if he took money up front or if he did more on the back
Yeah,
end or how he
I
did
don't
it
know.
even. I'm not
I bet
sure.
he took cash. He's like, I'm retired. You're making me come out of retirement. You better pay me cash.
But he's not really retired. He was in like those 21 Jump Street movies and Ted, or I think he was in Ted too,
Yeah,
right?
but he had like property out. He was like basically a cowboy and stuff like that, just like living off the
Yeah.
land and shit. Like,
All
all
right,
right, you
so
want to act? I'll do it. For
next
you.
is Lady Gaga, and she is
41
worth
mil.
110 million. So Michael got that one.
My thought process on that was as long as nobody goes over like 75 million, I was going up above that.
Right.
I knew I
Yeah.
should have went higher. I had
Yeah.
a feeling.
If you would have went like probably 85, I think Michael would have went lower probably.
Yeah, maybe.
But anything up to 85, I think, right around there. So next was Edward Norton. He is worth 70 million. So
Oh, wow.
Billy gets that
won.
one.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna get that
So
one. I
close.
just had. I mean, I knew it was hard, but I was like, that's
Yeah.
my boy.
I know. That's a tough one. Ethan Hawke.
Also, I heard he's a dick, but you know, whatever.
Right. That's true.
So Billy
I
or I
already-
need to get this one on the money, or Sam wins.
Right. I heard Edward Norton stood in a barrel one time. Or in
No,
a
come
bucket.
on, stop
Yep.
it. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
So I can't do inside jokes?
Not when me and you know the joke.
I know.
Now I gotta tell the joke.
Ethan Hawke is worth 45 million. So Mike got that one too.
I should have done 40
What is
million again.
I know, that's why when I saw 45 I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna do 40.
Does it count
again
if you win the lottery? Did he win the lottery or something? I'm not saying he's a bad actor.
No, he's
but
just
what's he done?
no, like that's what was crazy about the Boyhood movie he did, where it's like over 12 years. Because like 12 years ago, from right now, Ethan Hawke was like one of the biggest movie stars. He was like the lead actor in like 4 straight movies,
Yeah.
and they did pretty decent.
Yeah.
So he,
Huh.
he's kind of getting
What
into
about
that
gay
like
movies?
almost Kevin.
You said
Bacon
4
era,
straight
where he was
movies.
just in everything. What?
You made my joke.
4 straight
my gay
movies?
joke more awkward.
He was in.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
He was in a couple gay movies for sure. Tight ones.
Now I feel like. What'd you
He
say?
was in Tight Ones. Tight Ones. That's another inside joke.
Is that really a title?
No,
bet
I
it's
said
inside.
Tight Ones. Tight Ones.
Jesus Christ, Clash of the Tight Ones.
Yeah, that one.
Is Sam just
All right.
gone, like away from that? I haven't even heard a peep from him, like 5 minutes.
Who's that, Sam?
Yeah.
I I guess so.
Where are you,
Nah.
Samcast?
No, we're just listening
He's
to
just saving his
YouTube
voice.
ramble
He's
about
saving his
stuff that
voice.
nobody else knows anything about.
Right. Right. All right, I got a couple, since I did the Batman story, I got one story that I wanted to bring up. Did you guys hear about the high school girls basketball teams that like purposely wouldn't score, and they were actually trying to score on their own nets more than the other nets
Yes, I did.
because
No.
they didn't want to face like last year's state champions in the playoffs.
No.
So they were actively trying to lose and score on their own baskets even.
No.
Why would they even?
Yeah.
That's obvious. That's just obvious. Why would you ever?
Well, the ref
do
stopped the
that?
game. The ref, after like 20 minutes, stopped the game, made them forfeit, and then they brought it up to like the school boards or whatever, and they're kicked out of the playoffs for this year for doing that.
I'm sure that doesn't really constitute as a punishment.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, if they're not competitive enough that they don't want to play that team,
Right. I know, but maybe they're hoping like somebody else accidentally beats that team.
yeah.
You know.
I'm wondering if that's
I
the
guess.
same team that we talked about before that I told you beat a team like something like 75-3.
3 or something,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, but they also I don't know. The only thing is it really because it was the coach's idea, obviously. You know the girls weren't the ones wanting to do that.
To
why
do
do you-
what?
Was it a girl
Wrong,
coach or a
yes.
guy coach?
Wanting to lose, you know what I mean? Like
I
it's
don't
part of the
know.
coach's decisions
I'd be surprised if that's a coach's decision.
to just sit there and not play basketball. You think the girls
Yeah.
would just do that on their own?
They would have to. You know, maybe the coach
Oh,
said
no, they
you
did.
guys can do whatever you want, didn't discourage them, but I'd be
Right.
surprised. You would lose your job for that.
I think they already have. I'm pretty sure it was like known as a coach's thing already because
Oh,
they
then,
lost
yeah.
their jobs.
If they lost their jobs, then yes, came from the coaches.
Yeah.
Well, how genius is
Well, I
that
don't know
though?
if they
Like,
lost. Actually, I'm trying to think. Maybe they didn't lose their. They're suspended like indefinitely. I don't know if they lost their
they're still
jobs.
getting paid for doing nothing. Somebody finally figured it out in the sports world. It's like we still get paid a shitload of money even when we're.
Well, no, high school.
Practically
This is
fired.
high school.
Yeah.
Oh, this is high school. I thought it was
Yeah.
like
Yeah, they're not getting
WNBA or
anything
something.
anyways.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Oh, if that was.
High school coaches don't make very much money. They make like $10,000 a year or something as a coach.
So it didn't have anything
Right.
to do with money.
10 or
Sounds like they
15.
didn't want to play at all.
Right.
I don't think winning does anything for high school.
The 49ers did the same exact thing though once.
Yeah.
Remember that? The football team? There was a football team who kept losing to the one team over and over again, so if they lost their last game, they would have not faced them and faced somebody else. So they lost on purpose.
Considered a tactic.
Yeah. And Jesse did it
Part
in
of the
fantasy
game.
football,
I guess you'd be.
and everybody
I
went
guess
nuts.
you'd be allowed to do that because that's like, I don't know.
Yeah. The integrity of the
I mean,
game
'cause, like,
gets hurt a little bit.
The high school thing, that's just like sportsmanship. You know what I mean? It's just
Right.
like
Right.
it just doesn't seem right. But for that, it's like, who cares? They're already professional and stuff.
Right.
Right. All right, so let's move on to some of these talking points here. And let me play the song for it. Yeah.
Oh.
What's up?
I was thinking about that wrong. So if both of those teams were going to make the playoffs already,
Yes.
and they just didn't want to face that team in the first round,
Yes.
the coaches shouldn't lose their job over that.
Right. I don't think they didn't
that's-
lose. I
that's
misspoken.
gamesmanship.
They didn't lose their job. They're suspended indefinitely from coaching high school until I don't know how long exactly.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
and scoring on the other team's basket, I guess, goes outside of that.
Right.
Like, that's no longer gamesmanship.
Yeah. I don't know.
I didn't even know you count as a point in
Yeah.
any sport because like, it can't even happen accidentally, can it? Unless you're really stupid.
It happens in
No.
soccer and hockey quite a bit.
And it
Well,
happens
yeah,
in
that I
basketball.
understand, but-
It happens in basketball from time to time, like where somebody goes
It
up for a
happened
rebound
twice this year.
and
Oh,
botches
okay.
the rebound and kind of like, you know what I mean? As they're jumping, they kind of
Yeah,
hit the
yeah.
ball with their hand and it goes back in the basket. It happens.
And that counts
It
as a
happens
point for their team?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You know what's
What if
weird?
it happened in boxing?
Yeah, you punch yourself
Somebody
in the
punch
face.
yourself.
I saw that UFC thing. I see that like a UFC thing where he I think it was UFC, like where he goes to punch a guy but he can't see. He actually punches himself or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
on the
that was
ground
funny.
sometimes you'll see it happen
Yeah.
where they'll kind of punch themselves.
You know
Yeah.
the basketball thing that's weird to me though with that is I don't agree that it should be it should be the person who last shot in basketball and they give it to the person closest to the other person.
Oh, really? I never knew that. I thought it was the
Yeah.
shooter that got the point.
Yeah, because that's how it happens in hockey. If you score on your own, it's the last person who touched it. That's how it should
Yeah.
be in basketball.
The
And
only
I
thing
never
with-
knew it till this year.
Yeah.
That
The
it was
only
that way.
benefit the only reason I could justify that in basketball, like if you're the person like working for the rebound
Right.
too, it makes sense. Like
Yep.
I feel like if there's contact between those two people, it should be that way. If it's
Mhm.
just like the guy just botches the rebound on his own, then it
Yes.
should go to the guy that shot the ball
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
something.
it's kind of weird. All right. Let's move on to some of these talking points. All right, I got a new intro for that. Talking points. Talking points. You know you love these talking points. Okay.
You working on your ventriloquism act?
It was pretty bad because I can see myself. I can see myself, and I'm like, oh my god, my lips are moving so
I
much.
was like, whose hands up his ass?
Okay. I'm like, talking points. Talking points. Alright. So,
Homer Simpson.
yeah. Alright, so let's go. We're going to start with the scariest / most thrilling horror movie in your opinion. We'll start with, hang on. Let me flip a coin. Each of you say what it is.
There's only two sides to a coin. How is this gonna work?
We're doing head, tails,
You
and
and
on
your
the
coin,
side.
man.
All right.
Okay,
I get to pick first. I'm doing the side.
I picked the
I'm
side.
doing on the side. I picked the side.
Oh,
I took the side first.
alright, Billy
All right,
gets the
I'll take
side.
Oh, damn it.
Billy gets heads. Sammy gets the side. And Mike, you obviously get tails. And it was heads.
I didn't even see it flip.
It doesn't flip, I just wrote it down.
Fucking invisible
That's how it
coin.
happens. Alright. So Billy goes first.
All
And
right.
then since next is side would be Sam. Like if heads closest to that is the
Oh,
side.
God.
And then last is Mike. Alright.
Just the logic is ridiculous.
Yes. And the best part is
Ah.
you can't see it, but I wrote like the way the points are getting scored. It goes Billy, Sam, Mike. It's perfect. It's like we predicted this.
I win automatically.
No, I didn't give you points yet. All right. So
Oh.
scariest thrilling movie, Billy.
It's not, to me. It wasn't like super thrilling, but it was definitely scary because it was raw, and in the beginning they say it's based on a true story and stuff like that. It's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is what did it for me.
Which one?
Right.
And the first one, the very first
The
one.
original.
Yeah, because the original is what I mean to say, not the other. Yeah, the remake one of the original, kinda.
Did you ever watch the movie Ed Gein?
Yes.
Was it a documentary?
No, it's
No,
like
I
a
think it was
slight-
a really badly done movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
But that's that's him.
Yeah.
That's the Texas
Yeah.
Chainsaw Massacre. His name was Ed Gein. I watched it once. It's terrible. And
Wait
I
a
know.
minute.
But that's
Is
what I
that
was
the
talking
one
about.
where? Is that the one with the prosthetic vagina?
No.
Oh man,
No.
that's the one I'm
Like what?
thinking of.
No, that's the one where he's just got like a whole bunch of skulls and stuff, and he starts
Right.
making items out of them, kind of.
Oh, the one I saw, he like skinned a hoo-ha.
Maybe.
That was really
Oh, he
bad.
skinned it, yeah. But he
Well,
didn't do. He didn't make a
What the fuck do you think I was
prosthetic
talking
one.
about?
He didn't
Well,
make a
in the movie it was
prosthetic out of it.
prosthetic. It wasn't a real one, so that's why I
Oh,
said
I see what you're.
prosthetic.
I thought you meant he made a prosthetic out of it.
Right.
Yeah, somebody did for the movie, but yeah, that's what I
Right.
meant.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
So does it?
it's the same
To
one.
to any of you, a talking point against that, does it hurt it that it's nowhere near the actual Ed Gein story, and that they claim it based on a true story, and they kind of fudged it by quite a bit?
I mean, the movie's pretty scary on its own. Like if you
Right.
took that out of it, it's pretty scary on its own.
Yes.
But it did add a little extra level of scariness, especially like when you thought about it afterwards. Like I remember like the first time I saw it, like thinking back on it and being like, wow, that could really happen. Like it
Right.
added that extra level then.
Yeah.
Like when I was watching it, it didn't make any difference. But after the fact, it made me a little more scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember
for sure.
coming away with like that from it when I first watched it too. Like it was a little creepy. Like I'm glad I don't live in Texas type of feeling.
Right. Yeah. I don't even think Ed
The
Gein
reason-
was from Texas either. I don't even think it was a Texas thing.
I don't think it was either.
I know. I think it was somewhere else completely.
It made me think of Texas completely different. That's for sure.
All right.
The reason why I picked that one is because I saw a lot of what's supposed to be scary and horrifying movies and stuff
Yes.
like that, and all of them were corny compared to that. That one seemed so real. So after
Right.
watching all these scary movies and growing up with scary movies, it just paled in comparison. I mean, it's just I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like I saw a horror film for the first time in my life.
Right.
The real deal. So.
All right. So Sam's next.
For some reason, I missed a lot of the good, well-known ones.
Right.
I don't know, like, so I don't really have like a great horror movie I can even think of. Like, there's a French one called High Tension. That's like.
Oh yeah.
You seen that one? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we all seen that one. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll go with High Tension then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Attention's good. That
Yeah.
like that movie keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole time.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
That really did. Like, I wish I could compare it to like Texas Chainsaw. I've actually never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre though.
The only thing that killed me with that movie is the very beginning scene was probably the greatest scene I've ever seen in any movie,
I know what you're talking about, and I still haven't even watched it.
and they should have saved it for the end, where he's just like
Wait,
it's just like a head. It's like
Yeah.
giving
yeah,
a blowjob, and then he just drops the head out of the window. I'm like, this is gonna be the greatest fucking movie I've ever seen. And then
Yeah.
it was pretty good, but to me,
Right.
it was, you know, we'll leave that up to.
It's definitely,
debate.
You're saying the sex scene was okay.
But it was
To
pretty good.
continue talking point. To continue the talking point, I think I thought
Yes.
it was like really good. Like, especially the part where she's in the closet. That was like really tense.
Yeah.
It's like she's like right there, and she just has to like just. It's almost like she's trying to put her hands through her mouth. That's how silent she's making herself, because she knows if she makes a squeak, the guy's
Right.
gonna know. Which really, there's a twist in it. I don't want to spoil it for Billy, but almost like
Oh,
a
yeah,
Fight
you never
Club
even
type
seen it.
twist, which means that pretty much spoils it there. But anyway,
mean,
so it's not really.
That
Yeah,
director is amazing. That's all I have to say, because he's the same one who
what's the
did
director
Hills
again?
Have Eyes.
Is
Oh,
it
okay.
Fincher? Was that Fincher? Right? Is that his name?
I don't even know the dude's name. I think it's some weird name. He's only done like 4 movies. He did that. He did that. He did
Oh no.
Hills Have Eyes. He did Piranha 3D or something, and then maybe only one other movie. But like
203
Jesse, like even says
203 is
Piranha
not bad.
3D is good.
No
I'm
way.
like, really? I'm telling you. That's what he said. From what dude, that High Tension movie, he had like $25,000 to spend. You know what I mean? And he made that good of a movie off of that.
That is crazy, because it seems like some of the things would just cost more than $25,000.
Yeah.
Like, you had to get that truck, you had to get like a car, and what do you
But
just
I
rent
think
them or what?
Yeah, let me go to Michael before. I'm going to just mention mine, just, you know, obviously, like I've been talking, Hills Have Eyes. To me, that's my favorite. But Michael,
That wasn't on my list or anything.
my bad.
No, I actually wrote it to the side because I figured you'd say that.
Yeah.
So I actually need a little help in this one because the last time I saw this movie I was really young. But is it or Killer Clowns from Outer Space the one that's really scary?
Oh, wow.
I
Or
know
they
it.
both-
I never saw Killer Clowns. I know it is pretty damn scary.
I got a question for you, Michael.
Yes.
Did the movie have a lot of clowns in it?
Or just one. With like
Just-
crazy teeth.
Just one.
Yeah.
That was
that's
it.
Okay. So then it is my movie because it's the only movie that I ever had to stop watching because I was too scared. Granted, I was like
Wow.
10
Right.
or
That's
11
Bozo
years
Phobia,
old.
You know that.
I was like 10 or 11 years old. But clowns don't bother me.
Right.
Oh.
It was just creepy. Outside of that.
Killer Clowns was just corny. Like, I thought it was a
Right.
cool movie when I was younger. It was real cool, and then I watched it again, like, kind of recently, and I was like, wow, that thing was so corny. But the idea was good.
That's the one where they wrap the people up in the cocoons.
Cotton candy,
Yeah.
and they
To-
sip their
like-
blood out with a silly straw.
To
Uh-huh.
me, it was like the only, how I was talking about how I like kind of slightly realistic type movies where that was like outside of realism, and it's still, that one creeped me out too.
Yeah.
That was probably, in that, those things that I usually don't like, for some reason I had trouble with that one too. So, those are three really good ones. I'm gonna give points out of 1,000.
Out of sympathy?
It's out of 1,000. Billy gets 90.
Sweet.
So
And
Sam
the rest
gets-
goes to them?
Sam gets 79. And Michael gets 85.
So you mean out of 100?
1,000?
Nope,
You mean
it's
out
out
of
of 1,000.
Jesus
Just-
Christ.
Just because I want it to be.
With the
That's
higher
awesome.
number being bad or good?
No, it's really out of 100. I give Billy a 90, Sam 79, Mike 85.
If it's out of 1,000, that means you get a split 10 between Sam and Mike. And I get the 90.
Right.
No, that's the grade.
Yeah, it's a grade. It's a grade.
Okay.
But real quick, the Hills Have Eyes to me was just, even though it's not exactly realistic because it's an exaggeration of their deformities and stuff, out in a desert somewhere and you get stranded, there could be some effed up people out there. That and The Strangers, like the more realistic where I feel like it could actually happen to me, the scarier it is.
Is that the movie where the kid sits
Yeah.
on his hand and he's like, oh, it feels like a stranger?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
That was actually that was a sequel. Or no, the sequel is Stranger Danger. Was the sequel to that
Stranger-
one. Yeah.
That's
But
where sit on your hand, it gets numb.
I just knew right when
Yeah.
I saw the trailer
and then you
for
say it's a stranger.
The Strangers, I knew it was gonna be good because it was like, Michael disappeared for a second. When they're like, because you were home, I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this movie. You know what I mean? As soon as she said that,
That's
What
just
movie?
not
why
right.
are you doing this to us? Because you were home. And then it's like, oh shit.
That is pretty scary.
What
And they had
movie?
pretty cool masks and shit. The Strangers.
This is the one with Liv Tyler.
Yeah. That was pretty good to me too.
It was a solid movie.
I feel like if the director from Hills Have Eyes did The Strangers would have been the greatest movie of all time. But
Yeah. Yeah, that actually might have been unwatchable if that person did it because it would have been so scary.
yeah,
But did that movie, if I remember right, wasn't the ending kind of stupid in that?
no, they just I don't know. A lot of people said it was stupid, but they just they sit them down in a chair and they just slowly stab them while they're looking at the other one, and they do it so slow, and then they just pull it out slowly, and then they go to the next one, and there's no reasoning. Then they just leave, and then they get stopped by these Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're like, oh, maybe would you like to come to Jesus or something? And she's just like, no, thank you, or something, and then she just drives away.
Oh,
Oh,
pretty
that's
cool.
why the movie's bad.
What do you mean?
They should have killed the Jehovah's Witnesses.
I know. Yeah. But the Jehovah's Witnesses go and see what just happened, like in that crazy murder scene. So they're the ones who
How are you
discovered
gonna put a
it.
movie with? How are you gonna put something that annoys people in a movie and then they don't get murdered?
Maybe that was
That's
intentional.
true. That's true.
I'm not like bashing Jehovah's Witnesses, but if somebody's gonna put them in the movie, put the bicyclists in there, put the Jehovah's
They
Witnesses.
should have forced the Jehovah's Witnesses to have a birthday party. That's what they should have done.
Oh God, that would have been horrible.
All right. Let's
Force
move
them to
on
celebrate
to
Easter.
That's worse.
yeah. Let's move on to guilty pleasure movie. Bill.
I have plenty of guilty pleasure movies, and some might even be more guilty than this.
Wait,
but,
real quick, before you go over it. It's not a movie that you pleasure yourself to, and then you're guilty about it.
That's
Just
every
to let
movie.
you know up front.
That's after every movie.
Yeah.
Depends on the time of night.
Isn't it funny how your computer works? When you don't look at pornography anymore. All right.
Well, this is pornography to some people if they like David Bowie. And David Bowie in tights.
I know what you're talking about.
And it's not Pan's Labyrinth either. Yeah, it's a labyrinth.
Just a labyrinth.
Is
All
that
right.
considered a guilty? I consider it a guilty pleasure.
No,
I don't know
it's-
too many
I
guys
don't
that
really-
actually like.
I don't
the
because it's
Labyrinth.
actually a good movie.
I
It's
don't.
like legitimate.
I think that shows up on IMDb's top 100 movies list.
Maybe. I don't know. I'd still say it's a guilty pleasure, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like
it's
all
odd
it's a good
to like it,
a
I
kid's
guess.
movie maybe. To think of it like that.
And it's a little
Maybe
gay, too.
bad.
It's pretty gay.
Jim still thinks it's a guilty
it's
pleasure because he's like, I'm gonna man up and be like, I don't really like the movie. I'm a man. Is that
No,
where,
I like
is that
the
where
movie,
you're going with
too.
this? Oh,
No,
well,
I
there
like
you
the
go.
movie, too.
So it's
Yeah.
not a guilty pleasure.
But I'm not going
I
to randomly
lose.
talk. I don't know. I guess there are some people that I wouldn't just be like, go ask, hey, you see the labyrinth, you like
Yeah,
it? You know, it's not a
exactly.
thing I would bring out. You know, probably.
What's
So I
scary
can
is
see why.
they could make the movie again or make a part 2 and David Bowie would look exactly the same. That's what's real. That's what's scary. I changed that to my scary movie, actually.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
That's my scary one. I don't have
All right,
guilty
Sam.
pleasure.
Sam, where
Um,
you at on this?
Kung Pao.
Whoa.
I only say Kung Pao because a lot of people consider it like the worst movie ever, but it is horrible. But I like it anyway.
I'll give him pretty good
Mm.
credit on that.
Yeah.
I know. That is weird because when I went to show it to Allison or whatever, she's like, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire
I know.
life."
It
How
really
could
is.
you
That's like when I
possibly watch
showed.
this? But I feel like
showed
them
Boulder.
not liking it is their fault, not my fault. I openly express that I love Kung Pao. You know,
I mean,
that's
it's
not
legitimately
a
bad
guilty
movie.
pleasure.
It's a really bad movie.
Yeah, it's horrible, really. Because even some parts, I'm just like, that's actually too stupid for this movie.
Right.
But
Really?
Yeah.
I thought every moment of that movie was genius.
I guess so. Most of most of it, yeah.
I thought everything was
But
like,
it's a guilty pleasure because it's just like if you talk to someone that didn't like it, they'll just think you're
Right.
just a total like you're just like you must like every shitty movie ever. Then
okay.
I don't know.
As I move on to Mike, I want you to look up Sam and see what that has on IMDb, because I never even looked. I wonder
Kung Pao.
Yeah, I wonder what that's
I think-
rated,
I'll do Rotten Tomatoes. Probably it's better.
or whichever
Um,
one. Yeah.
So, I don't know where mine kind of falls. I think this is the one I wanted to do a little bit of research on, but I didn't get to. I wanted not do research, but I want to look up like bad movies and just kind of pick which one I like the most on it.
Right.
But I didn't have time, so I went with Waterworld because depending on
Okay.
some people consider that like the
Oh, yeah.
worst movie ever, and
Yes.
I'm a pretty big
Oh, I
fan.
thought that's what we're.
Yeah, I've never
Wow.
seen it. I hear it's bad, but then I hear some people say it's really good also. But like, not as a guilty
Yeah.
pleasure. He just says that he likes it, and everybody should like it. So,
Right.
I don't know.
I'll watch it anytime it's on TV.
I've never watched it just because how many people said it was so bad, and it's so long that I'm like, if it's that bad and that long, I don't want to waste my time. But
Is it really, really long? Yeah. Yeah, probably.
I don't know, like over 2 hours and 30 minutes. But I'm thinking,
Hmm.
which isn't
Television
crazy
nights.
long, you know. but
Kung Pao
Why is
is what?
What happened?
What?
I thought you were finishing your sentence.
No,
Hey.
Was I supposed to finish your sentence for you?
No. Kung Pao is with critics, it's 11%, which is bad.
Out of
Wow.
100?
Audience is and then audience is 68%.
And look at IMDb real quick, because more people look at IMDb. I don't know. To me, for some reason, it's really hard for me to think of that as a guilty pleasure. But you are probably right. Like I'm thinking on IMDb, it probably has like a 4 point something.
6.2.
4.2.
6.2.
No,
That's
6
way higher than I would
Oh,
have thought.
6.2. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's.
Um.
I mean, you'll have movies like Dumb and Dumber have lower than that and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I
Let me see
actually
those.
okay.
5.5 for Dumb and Dumber.
Hey, cut it out.
Wait, no, that's a TV show.
I'm yelling at my
Why is it go to
dogs.
the TV show first?
I don't know.
Oh, because they did Dumb and Dumber, not Dumb and Simple Dumber.
Real quick, I'll give Billy for Labyrinth. I'm only giving 70. Sam, I'm gonna give 72. And Mike, I gotta give him 88, because he's pretty much the only person I ever heard that said they liked Waterworld, ever. So that's the guiltiest pleasure that I see. Mine is, you guys might be surprised, is Dumb and Dumberer.
I still haven't seen it yet. Wait.
Oh, yeah? I never
Not
seen it.
the one that
I've
just
seen
came
it.
out?
Actually, okay, wait.
The
I'm
one that
changing
came
my
out a couple
answer.
years ago.
The
2
one
years
that just
ago.
came
I
out?
might be changing my answer, actually. Not the one that just came
No,
out. I'm talking about the one that everybody hated.
It wasn't even Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels. That one.
Right. Is it
It
the
was
one
a
where they're supposed to be
prequel.
kids? Where they're supposed to be
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And everybody hated it. And I thought it was pretty good.
Huh.
Not
I don't
great
really
or anything, but like,
Right.
with how much everybody else hated it, for me just thinking it was even pretty good is definitely a guilty pleasure. That and Freddy Got Fingered, too.
Freddy Got Fingered is
Yeah,
a pretty
that's probably
good movie.
the
It
Pretty
took a little
good
while
for
too.
two.
My
They
list,
made two
too.
of them.
No, I mean he meant as well.
What? No, just the first one.
The only one.
7 raspberry awards. Freddy Got Fingered. Was it 7?
I know. I thought it was
can't
pretty
remember.
good, but
Yeah.
it was like 700.
It took a few
All right.
times watching that for me to get into it. But it went from being the worst movie ever to really liking it after watching it like 3 times.
Right. And worst movie. Before we go, I'm going to add to Michael's guilty pleasure and say that my worst movie is Waterworld. No,
Nice. Nice.
I'm just messing. I'm just messing. I never seen it, but. All right, so Billy, worst movie.
I'd like to go last.
Oh my
Is
god,
that
fuck
the
you.
name of
I
the
would
movie?
too. Because I don't know.
Is that
I
the
don't know
name of the
either.
movie?
I'd like to go last.
Oh, you don't have one? You're the one who came when I talked to you earlier. You're the one who said, "Oh, yeah, you should do worst movie as the third topic."
I do have one, but
Just
Say
go
it.
for it.
but
I don't have one at all.
You lost the coin
I should go.
toss. You lost the coin toss by winning the coin toss. You got to go first.
Falls fails, just say Bubba Hotep.
Did he got kicked off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or did he
yeah.
drop out? Did he drop out, that jackass?
Because I don't
All
have
right, let's
one.
move to Sam. Let's move to Sam real quick.
I don't know.
Do you
I
have
don't
one?
have one either. I mean, I should
Oh
drop
my
out
gosh.
too. I can't think of a bad movie. Like so many, like every time I watch a movie, it's just like, oh, I don't feel like I wasted my time there.
I have 2.
God,
You've not. Yeah,
I might think of
Michael
one.
has two. Just say-
There's so many bad movies out there. This is so easy.
I
I
know.
know. I just never watch them. I guess.
So my My worst movie is Contact.
Okay.
Contact.
Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
With Jodie Foster. It's super duper long. Nothing
No, I
happens.
didn't see it.
So it's a really, really long movie. I don't remember exactly the story, but it's a really, really long movie where she's trying to get to space, and it's essentially just her. I think it's just like her, and then like.
Oh, Contact. Is that the one
Yeah.
where? Yeah, that's the one where. And she eventually gets back to Earth.
Yeah, yeah, but she
I gotta see
doesn't
the same
really
movie
get
real
back
quick.
to Earth. All I remember is that she's on a beach at the end of
Right.
it.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it's an
Oh, that
alien. You think she finally catches up to her dad, but it's really an alien looking like her dad on a beach where she's comfortable, so she doesn't freak out about seeing an alien. It was terrible, and it was long.
Wow. That sounds bad.
No, wait, I'm thinking of the wrong movie then. There's a movie where like they're in space and then there's like a disaster and she has to get back to Earth. That's a different one.
No, that might be it. And then she eventually gets. Oh wait, no, the recent movie.
Yeah, it's more recent. What's it called?
Oh no, you're talking about
Gravity
one.
or something like that?
Gravity. Yeah, no, this movie's
Oh,
old.
yeah, Gravity.
Contact
Oh, okay.
came out in
See, 'cause
like the
Gravity was.
late
Gravity was
90s.
alright. I liked Gravity.
Yeah, no, this movie is like 15, 20 years old. 15
Okay,
years
yeah,
old.
no, I'm thinking of Gravity.
Yeah,
And you confused me. 'cause
No
she
offense,
lands
I
in-
thought Gravity... I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I thought Gravity was retarded.
I thought it was alright, but like it confused me because she lands on a beach too at the end.
Right.
Yeah, she like flies from the sky and lands like there's no way she'd be able to land like that. And then
Yeah.
the George Clooney
Well,
part where he
it's
like
super-
comes back in
The
her
fake-
mind
Yeah,
kind
that
of
was-
and teaches her
Right.
how to fly.
That was fake, yeah.
I kind
Yeah,
of.
it
Oh,
was
that's-
all-
I kind of hate
like
plot
that.
points when that happens. Oh, I'm not
Yeah.
kind of dislike plot points of that too, where like, they suddenly discover something amazing in like a dream or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not crazy about that stuff. I don't like that part too much, but
I kind
I
of
thought it was
took
cool
that.
how he came back.
But I kind of took that more as that was her will. She used him as her will
Yeah,
to like
that's
push
true.
through a bad situation, kind of more than it was like
Yeah.
magical enlightenment type of thing.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember if he actually teaches her or not. Yeah, it's more like a will thing.
Yeah, he like
Yeah, it is more like
teaches
a
her
will.
something too.
Kind of.
I don't know actually. Yeah.
But we gotta remember she was
But-
she was an astronaut. Like she probably already knew that stuff. So she was
Yeah.
kind of just teaching.
Some-
I took it as she was teaching herself that stuff that she already knew, but using
Yeah.
him.
Some of the stuff's
Right,
just
like it was in her
stretch.
subconscious a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything that happened, it actually is possible to get back to Earth like that, I think. But like, it's just such a stretch. Like you never have that much luck in real life.
Right.
Hey, how's the show going?
Because you
Well-
can actually get back to, you can get back to Earth. And you land.
It was
you land
really
just like
good until you just came back.
that. Yeah.
Well, I changed my answer for the worst movie.
Oh yeah.
I just watched
Well,
this
what-
semi-useless show, the movie.
Oh okay. Nice.
Nice.
Are we still
Um,
doing that?
Yeah, we're still doing that.
Oh, you
No,
you-
the show's over. No, I'm just messing.
the aftermath.
Yeah, what is your worst movie now?
It's called Satan's Storybook. Yep.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
It sounds pretty good.
It's horrible. It's the
Yeah, it
worst
sounds pretty
thing
good.
ever. It's actually a collection of 4 small, like, independent satanic movies, and I actually rented the video when there was a video store over on Indian River, and
Right.
that's how long ago I rented anything. The store's closed now, but I actually have the movie because when they were going out of business, I bought every video game and every video that I rented over and whatever I rented like more than twice or stuck out the most because it was horrible. And I actually bought Satan's Storybook and I have it till this day. I bought the worst movie I've ever seen, and I still have it.
I call it shenanigans.
Oh, I know what.
Oh,
I
have
think
it.
I know what I want to choose now.
I wish I could go
No,
grab it right now.
that you actually think it was the worst movie. I think it was actually more your guilty pleasure, and now you're just trying to like pass it off in case
Yeah.
anybody else in the world has ever seen that horrendously bad movie.
Oh man,
Right.
I should just like play it and record it like off the. I got like a video recorder thing. I should record it and try to send it to you guys. It's just It's just
Yeah.
disgusting. Disgustingly horrible. Bad writing, bad acting.
How
Even
about
my
we just,
dog's
if
whining
we
thinking
really
about it.
wanted to watch it, we could just look it up on any of those free sites. I'm sure it's
No, it's so bad no one
on
would
there,
even waste
and
bandwidth or
Yeah.
whatever.
oh yeah,
Did
No,
Sam?
nobody uploaded it ever.
Yeah.
Sam, did you come up with something?
Yeah, well, I couldn't think of any for some reason. I had a total blank for any movie I disliked, but I just
You
thought
like
of a
some-
random one. Maybe not my most hated movie, but I really hated Scooby-Doo.
The
I could go with that.
the first
The
one.
movie,
The live action one you're saying, right?
yeah, the live action one. I don't,
Yeah.
because I love the show.
Yeah.
Right. It was pretty
Because when I was
bad.
younger, I loved the show, and I was just like, I don't know what it was. Like, actually, they got like, really, the actors were pretty good at it, but it's just like it's too
Right.
stupid. I don't know what it was. It's too stupid.
Yeah.
Not even like in a cool, stupid
Right.
kung pao kind of way. I don't know what
Right.
it was. It's still
Yeah.
like it did
Yeah.
seem Scooby-Doo.
I would say with my I would go like worst movie in that same realm was the Flintstones.
I actually
Like that's not my worst movie, but
I could put that
Yeah.
on my guilty pleasure movie actually. Then now that you say that, I actually really
Oh,
like. I really like that movie. Yeah.
dude,
Yeah, I was thinking
And
Flintstones
it's-
too, but I
okay,
didn't
wait,
Betty
wait,
Rubble.
time out.
Scooby-Doo.
You're talking about the
I'm
one
gonna
with
have
John
to.
Goodman,
The only
right?
reason why it's in the worst movie thing, dude, Betty is supposed to be pretty good looking. Why is it
Yeah.
Roseanne
Don't
Right. That hurt. That
Don't
hurt.
know.
or Rosie O'Donnell? I mean, not
Rosie
Roseanne.
O'Donnell.
Rosie
Wasn't
O'Donnell.
yeah, not Roseanne.
Right. That hurt.
Both not.
I actually did like.
attractive.
I mean, I love John Goodman.
Right.
You know,
I'm a huge John
and
Goodman fan.
Barney wasn't too bad with the Baldwin guy.
Yeah,
Right.
Wilma wasn't too bad.
It's a
But
good
the
Barney.
thing that killed it for me was the Betty casting. It was
Yeah.
so bad.
It was.
It's only because she had the laugh. She could do the laugh good. That was it.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the voice. It's kind of like the voice.
She's-
Like, she sounds like her.
Yeah.
It doesn't
They
look
should
like
have
her
just
at all.
dubbed her
She's
voice in
skinny
and
and-
just got a good-looking girl.
Right. They could have pulled that a million different ways. They failed. But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
hate that movie. But the actual worst movie ever, and it's not even up for debate, is Terra Firma.
Terra Firma? I don't know what that is.
I never even
Trauma.
seen it.
Billy, back me up here.
Yep.
Worst
It's
movie
pretty
ever.
bad. Like Romeo and Juliet, at least.
Wait. Which one has Ron Jeremy? in
Penis
it?
Monster?
Yes.
That's Terra Firma.
Okay. Yes. Terra Firma.
Yeah.
You watched it
It
with
has
us,
a
Jimmy.
penis monster?
Where they have Ron Jeremy in the cage,
Yeah.
and he just has. He just
I
like
never.
this- I-
You guys always talked about it, but I never saw it.
I thought you were living with Larry when we watched it up above, in your apartment up above the garage.
No, that's when Larry lived in the front part. I think that you guys watched that.
Oh, maybe.
I think.
Possible.
See, Romeo and Juliet at least had a theme. It followed along
Right.
with Romeo and Juliet.
Right.
Terra Firma was just fucking bad.
Just
But
so
good.
bad.
But wait, it had a
Right.
But I
penis
still watched
monster.
it
How
5
could it be
times.
that bad with a penis monster?
It was.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to waste
Huh.
like an hour and 40 minutes of your time, so it couldn't. Maybe it wasn't even that long. It might have only been like an hour and 10
You'll-
minutes. I feel like it was short.
You'll waste it over and over again because I've watched it like 6 times in my whole life. I keep watching it because I want to confirm that it's that bad.
It's so bad.
It's Terror Confirmer.
Yeah. It's the guy that directed what the hell is that called, Billy? The big one. With the monster, the
The
Toxic Avenger. Yeah.
Something Lloyd
Oh,
Kaufman,
that
I think
guy.
his name is.
Yeah.
Yep, Lloyd Kaufman.
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 He looks like Mel Brooks' brother or something. Really weird.
But yeah, that's the worst movie ever.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
I had
I
it on
might
my
watch it
list.
tonight.
I had it on my list, but I wanted to give you guys a chance with Contact.
Satan's Storybook tops that. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now. If you were to watch Satan's Storybook, you'd be like, Billy was right, because this is Terra Firma is second to this.
You've seen both, so I'll have to take your word on that.
Yeah.
So I'm
it's
not going to
really-
watch it.
I can't even describe how horrible it is. Doom Generation is a close second to
I
Terra
thought you were gonna say
Firma.
something like. I thought you were gonna say something like Bubba Hotep or something.
Right.
That's a good one, though. I fell asleep to that 3 times. Larry only watched it over and over again for me to watch it. He would put it in, and then he'd be like, I fell asleep at least 5 times.
Which one?
Bubba Hotep.
I never
And
saw
I'm a
that
Bruce
one.
Campbell fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was bad, man. Real bad. That's all I can
I
say
fell
about
asleep
that.
like
It
six
was bad.
times. I fell asleep like 6 times to even Star Wars, the original.
Yeah.
Every time Larry tries to show me it, I fall asleep to it. Not saying it's the worst movie, but
I fell asleep to Lord of the Rings too.
Lord of the Rings? Yeah, I could see that. There's some movies you
Two.
want to put in. That's a guilty pleasure. A movie that you
yeah, you
want.
can't fall asleep to Lord of the Rings 1. Lord of the Rings
I
1 is
never
actually pretty action-packed.
I've only actually seen 2. Part of it that I fell asleep to.
1's pretty action-packed, actually.
Yeah.
Out of the rat.
You pick the
They should
sleeper.
have just left it at that. Just like The
Yeah.
Matrix. There's some
Yeah.
movies where you're like, oh, this is this was always meant to be like a
Quintuple.
3-part movie, you know?
Right.
But The Matrix, if it would even ended the way it ended, I was like, was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Right. And then
And
it
then they
ended like
added
17
2 and
more times.
Yeah. So,
I'd say Idiocracy is a guilty pleasure, but it's actually just a good movie. Just a lot of people don't know about it.
I would,
Which one's
Oh, it's
Idiocracy?
I wouldn't
amazing
know about that.
movie.
I think.
It's got Luke
Yeah, I wouldn't
Wilson
consider
in
it
it.
guilty pleasure.
It's a Mike Judge joint.
That's just legitimately good.
Yeah, it is. It's just that a lot of people don't like it. I think if somebody
Really?
Nah, it's not a
no,
ask
it's not
anybody.
that they don't like it, they just never seen it.
That's what
Yeah.
is that what
Most
it said?
people
I
haven't
can't
seen
buy
it.
I meant haven't seen it. I didn't mean to say they didn't like it. They'd have
Yeah,
to see it
anybody
to not
who's
like
seen
it.
it has to like it.
Yeah, usually everybody that's seen it's like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll consider that guilty
That's
pleasure
what I
because it's
think,
just
too.
good. Just good.
Yeah, it's good. Underrated,
Right.
I think, is what I meant to say.
Right.
Maybe, yeah.
All
One
right,
day
so
it'll be
worst
Office Space
movie.
status.
Like, that should be, to me, it's better than Office Space, so it's like,
Wow.
you know what I mean?
Big statement.
Yeah, I like it better than Office Space, so as far as another Mike Judge movie, that's my favorite one, probably, is Idiocracy.
All right, so since Sam said that, I give him 1 point for his worst
Christ.
movie. And Billy, what's better, Idiocracy or Office Space?
I love Office Space.
Yeah. Would you have sex with it?
I would.
All right,
Jesus Christ.
I'll give you 3 points then.
It did good in the box
Michael,
office.
No, it
would
didn't.
you kill a man for it?
No.
You
Would you
wouldn't
kill a
man
fax
for
machine?
Office Space?
Or a
No.
copier?
I would
Alright, I'll
kill a
give you-
copier.
Okay. But you wouldn't kill a man for Office Space?
No.
All right, I'll give you 1 point.
Maybe
Alright.
personal space.
No, the worst movie, like, I can't even judge because the only one I saw out of any of them was the Scooby-Doo
Mike
one.
Judge?
Oh, yeah?
What was it?
So,
Then I win.
alright. So we got 90. Man, I should have made it a lot easier to add these. 160, 163 for
Any
Billy.
calculator, sir?
151, 152 for Sam. 13, 14,
Pick a winner already.
16, 17. Yeah,
If this is the ending
that's
to
right.
somebody
Mike-
show the movie.
Mike gets 174 for the
Oh.
win. Billy 163 and Sam 152.
Why wouldn't you do it backwards? Like it should have been like, and the winner.
We had to add them up,
last but not least.
so.
Hey,
Hey,
I give out the points. I give out the way they're done. So Mike wins.
You do everything. You judge. You get to choose how many
Peace
points.
out.
You're totally
Flip
the
invisible
blame.
coins.
Oh, Mike wins
Keep
and
going.
leaves. All right, but anyways, it is time for
nice.
it is time for shitty aftermath. Anyways, so it's
Bye, everybody. See you later. Show's over. Go away. Go get some popcorn. And go watch a
Shitty.
shitty movie.
Aftermath.
The show is not really over.
Right.
Has Michael ever been on the shitty Aftermath ever?
I think once, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Alright, so what I'm going to do now for this shitty Aftermath is, give me 1 second. Let's see if we can pull up some Reddit shit and see what you guys think about it real quick. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T. Today I learned. There it is. So, the Guinness Brewery supported all of its employees who chose to fight in World War I. They paid them half of their wages while away, and their jobs were guaranteed upon their return. Pretty respectable.
Yeah,
Wow. That is very respectable. Surprised they're still in business.
Yeah.
I know. They need to be more scummy to stay in business.
Yeah. Like rat.
Guinness is
that?
what though? What country again is that?
Ireland?
It's got to be
Okay.
Ireland.
Okay, so that's okay. I was just because I was gonna say if that's like Germany, then well, they're Nazis.
It wouldn't be
Because there were
respectable
Nazis in
at
World
all.
War One, but I forgot what World War One
G-
was. They had Nazis, but they weren't the main part of the war. I don't
Right.
know.
Jimmy Carter said if he became president, he would release all government UFO information to the public. Once elected, he said he decided not to due to national security concerns.
Yeah, like his security.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Like someone would kill
He
him.
was one of the, before he became president, he was one of the people who said he had saw, like, something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So,
He got probed.
how many
I'm embarrassed.
rotisserie chickens do you guys think Costco sells in a year?
I don't know.
450 million. I think I'm gonna
1
be
million.
closer.
1 million.
1 million?
Yeah.
It is 60 million,
Wow. So who's closer? Sam.
Sam. Yeah, if it was 450 million, that means everybody in the whole United States would buy a chicken. Yeah, from
Don't they?
Costco each year.
They don't do that.
No, not even
Those
not even
$5
like
chickens.
half,
though.
not even like a quarter of that have a subscription to, or whatever
Whole
it's
chicken
called,
for
to
$5.
Costco.
Who doesn't? A whole chicken for $5. Come on.
I'm sure it's delicious.
So
A chicken sandwich costs $5.
The Costco.
in Ohio, in southern Ohio, there's a local dentist named Dr. Gay Hitler.
Jesus.
First of all, there's a Southern Ohio.
Well, the southern part of Ohio.
No, just I don't
Every
know. It
state
just
has a
sounds
Southern.
funny when you say Southern Ohio. That's all. Dr. Gay Hitler.
Sir Anthony Hopkins, also known as the Silence of the Lambs guy.
Also known as that guy.
Yeah. Wrote a letter to Bryan Cranston telling him that his performance as Walter White was the best acting he's ever seen. Ever. Best acting I've ever seen, ever.
That was good acting. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. I would say that his acting in that show was spectacular enough to where like it was so good that even the rest of the decent actors that were in it kind of paled in comparison. You
Right.
know,
I
I'm
don't
not
know,
saying it
man.
made them look like bad actors, but I think Bob Odenkirk's
I don't know, I
character
still
was
could-
great. I think he was a better
Oh,
actor.
of course. But yeah,
I
I
don't
think Jesse
know.
Pinkman was good too, because it's like it just never broke. It just never seemed like
He seemed like that guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Even Tuco seemed psychotic for real.
I don't even know, because, see, for me, Bob Odenkirk, it's hard to ever stick, like, oh, is he actually a good actor? Because he's always been in, like, stuff that didn't need great acting anyway, you know what I mean? Like,
It was him. He was playing himself, like him
yeah, I
playing
mean,
the
like,
ironic nature and
Mr.
stuff.
Like in Mr. Show, it's like you could be a bad actor and still be good.
Right.
It's still okay. You're supposed to look bad, like the bald cap that looks horrible and stuff. It's just,
Best acting
and then
ever. Damn.
Tim and Eric and all that stuff, all the other crap he's been. But this just like boom, he's in this totally serious role, but he's not really serious. He's just,
Oh.
but he's doing
Right.
totally serious stuff.
Tim and Eric's
I didn't think
$1
Bob
billion
Odenkirk could do that.
was not my
Yeah.
guilty pleasure at all. I watched that once and I was like, I can never watch this again. They went out of their way to make it so bad. There's a lot of parts in there that like I almost want to see again because I was like, did I really see that in this movie? Like the dick scenes.
Which one?
Oh, that was
Tim and
great.
Eric's
I love
$1
that
billion
part.
movie. You gotta watch it once at
Did
least.
you say
I
billion
love
dollar
that.
movie?
Yeah.
I thought the dick part was
Oh,
one
yeah,
of
I
the
saw
funniest
that.
parts because it's just like they actually just show.
I don't know if I
can
could watch it again though. It's just like
not even close to a real
No,
dick.
the
That's what makes it
the
funny.
funniest part was the very beginning where it's like a Johnny Depp look-alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And you're
know.
like, yep,
Oh,
this
so
is
you
our
have seen
movie.
They spent they spent diamond suit for Johnny Depp is not even Johnny Depp, and he doesn't even do anything.
I know.
Actually, that's the funniest part of the movie. And
Yeah.
then it kind of goes downhill from there, but it's still, I don't know, I still thought the whole thing was funny.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
I
I'll
still thought the
watch
whole
it
thing
again.
was funny, though.
I'll probably
Hey,
watch
did you know that? Did you guys ever see the movie Troy?
it. Yeah.
Troy?
Yes.
Like
With
that
Brad
movie.
Pitt.
No, I've never seen Troy, I've seen The Odyssey.
Okay. Do you know who Brad Pitt played in Troy?
Wasn't he Achilles?
Yes. Okay. Today I learned Brad Pitt, while playing Achilles on Troy, tore his Achilles tendon, delaying
I know.
production for several weeks.
Didn't we already say this? We already mentioned this before, didn't we?
Did we? Why is it on
Yeah,
here
another
again?
show or something.
Where-
No, we mentioned it on the show, I think, or something. Or you and me talked about it or something.
Maybe.
I remember.
I didn't
Yeah, I remember him. He actually tore his
Wouldn't it
Achilles
be
tendon,
even worse?
tendon doing Achilles.
Wouldn't it be even worse if you heard it than the News Junkie, since it's kind of a rip anyways?
What are you talking about? Today I learned the Simpsons crew sent flowers to South Park Studios when South Park parodied Family Guy. Today I
Really?
learned. Yeah.
Today
He
I
also parodied
learned...
The Simpsons once, but
I got a Simpsons one.
What's that?
yeah.
Who are the people that study space? What are they called?
Astronomers?
Astronomers.
Oh, it's called astronomers. Okay. I was going to say astronomers. I swear.
Uh-huh.
So astronomers looked at an episode of some episodes of The Simpsons and noticed by how the sky looks. I don't know if it's because the moon's crescent shape goes in the opposite direction or something. They
Right.
determined that it's not in America, Springfield. That's what they said.
Hmm.
So they said Springfield's not in America on a already fake cartoon where there's...
Did
Why
you
would the
know
moon be going in a
that?
different direction? Oh, I
Did
guess
you
it
know
would
that-
be, yeah, because it's...
Did you
What's
know
up with
that
that?
Betty White is older than sliced bread? Betty White was born in 1922 and sliced bread was introduced in 1928.
Jesus Christ. Who
Who
has more yeast?
And I have one more
Sorry.
question.
I shouldn't have said that. That was disgusting.
Where was the
more crops.
Where was the California roll invented?
Betty White's stomach.
Actually, you guys ever watch Whose Line Is It Anyways?
Yep.
Yeah.
They have that one. Did you ever see the thing where they have to keep asking people questions, like nonstop?
From Sam yawning.
Yeah.
He's miles away from me.
Right.
But what are you saying? Sorry,
Where
there's
you
a
have
show
to-
going on.
You have to keep asking questions. You can't do a sentence without asking questions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
the
shit's
best
good.
one I ever seen was Colin Mockery, or no, the
Okay.
tall guy, Ryan Stiles. is like, hey, he's like, does Tom Cruise? And then Colin Mockery right away, is Betty White? Right away. It was so great because he's like, does Tom Cruise? And he's
Wait.
like, is Betty White?
He already had like one of those on standby.
I missed it because it. Hang on, it's breaking
Oh, I
up.
messed up.
Will you talk again?
Oh,
Say
Ryan
it again?
Stiles was like, because they were asking questions, and then Ryan Stiles
The whole
was
show's
like,
breaking up for me for some reason now.
Did Lincoln
Well, he's
leave a
like-
log in John Wilkes Booth?
Good to be, everybody.